More than 70 years ago, the city of Kuna held its last rodeo, and it's something the city has tried to bring back over the last several years. But it's tough to have a bucking event without a bucking place to put it. Well, they found one. The Kuna Rodeo will return this fall for the first time since the late 1940s. And even though it will technically be in someone's backyard, it won't be a backyard event. Here's Katya Stepovic.
Lenny and Cody Kitka have called this 25-acre lot in Kuna home for over 10 years.
And it was just a metal shop, so we've built everything within the last year.
In recent years, they've transformed their digs into a lot more than just a plain old lot.
This is where we store our Christmas and all of our extra things and my daughter's Disney records.
As of late, their storage shares space with a full bar and a stage for local talent, where this large gathering space is a host for community concerts.
It actually kind of started with this table, really. A friend of ours donated it from his shop, and we all started hanging out in here. And we were hanging out in here one night when Cody had the idea to start having concerts.
But recently, Lenny's husband, Cody, came home with a much more grand idea.
He came home and he said, "You are not going to believe this. You know, Kuna wants to host a rodeo and they want to host it here."
And they were doing a concert, kind of a private, public affair, more small. You know, are there any rules or regulations they need to follow? I'd been given a heads up by our council president that they were going to check in with us. And I said, "You have an arena? Then we need to talk."
So they did some talking, which eventually led to Kuna City Council approving $50,000 seed money and a handshake with the Kitka family to host the Kuna Rodeo after going dark since the late 1940s.
We are finally now bringing a rodeo back home to Kuna.
My parents just said, "Oh yeah, the city wanted to do a rodeo at our house, so we're gonna start building that." And I was like, "What?"
On September 2nd and 3rd, this arena that the family uses to train and practice in will be surrounded by nearly 3,000 onlookers that will be filled with dozens of competitors, including the couple's daughter, Peyton, who calls this her backyard.
This is Hot Shot Louise. She's my new barrel horse that I've been working with. I can see everything, the stands, I can just see everyone coming in and having fun, and everyone else competing in the arena.
The stands will fill, the food vendors and petting zoo will be up and running, but the journey to the finish line hasn't been small peanuts.
Did you ever think that you would be hosting a rodeo in your backyard?
No. And we talk about that all the time. We're like, this is happening, you know, and it's very exciting, but it's also very surreal because we do live here. I want it to be a good, positive event for everybody. I'm nervous about getting too busy. I'm nervous about not being busy enough.
All the stuff you don't think about, right? Fencing, you know, where are all the spectators going to come in? Where are the contestants going to be located? What are we missing? You know, we got to have everything set up so that so we can make it successful.
The efforts to make the rodeo a success are in full swing.
We still got to get buck and chutes set, bleachers erected, and there's a lot of work to be done, but we'll get it done.
The Kuna Rodeo will once again come to life.
Hopefully everybody bears with us. We're not going to be perfect, but we're going to try.